And I guess, really, we should come to you first. Peter, here you are, a year later. Nice to see you again.
Lovely to see you too.
You seem to have settled in quite nicely. Our first question comes from Callum Simmons, who's watching at the Odeon in Colchester. Hello, Callum. And his question to you, Peter, is how did it feel to speak the words, "I'm the Doctor," for the first time?
It wasn't the first time.
Of course.
I spent a few years in my bedroom as a youngster, saying those lines into the mirror. It was absolutely fabulous. It was just an exciting, quite sort of odd moment, because the whole episode, that last scene is slightly different from the rest of the episode. And I think that's sort of the moment when we see the Doctor as he's going to be, as he's sort of found himself again. I don't know where he's been ranging around in time and space, but he's certainly gone to a nice tailor and got a nice jacket and a nice shirt and all that. But it was very, very satisfying.
Fantastic. And it must have been quite a good release, because I guess all that time you've been building up to that.
Yeah.
And how much of the Doctor of your character had you developed before? How much came from Stephen and the script? How much came from Ben Wheatley, director of brilliant direction, and of course being on set with Jenna?
Well, I think it's a combination of all of those things. I mean, we can't do anything without the fabulous scripts that Stephen writes, and he wrote an absolutely fantastic script. His ideas about what he thinks the Doctor's like, I think they're very similar to my ideas, but my job is to try and bring those lines to life and inform them with different textures and ideas. Hugely aided and assisted by Jenna, who's absolutely fabulous. And I think that the fantastic performance that she gave in this episode, all I can say is she's going to go even further and further down that road. You're going to see some absolutely fabulous acting from her this season. But she was the first person who showed me onto the TARDIS and showed me the set and showed me how it worked and all of that.
Great, I could say, hello, this is your spaceship.
Yes. Fantastic. I know what the TARDIS is. I know how it works. And Ben, the director, was absolutely fabulous. I mean, he loves the show. He has such a highly skilled visual eye. He has his own vision of the film. And everybody who's seen his films will know he has a great capacity for introducing dreadfulness in the best possible sense into things. And he did that with us. But he's a rather amiable figure that I like to call him Borrow Lives of Horror. But he was great. But I had some ideas, and we all had ideas, and you throw them against the wall and you see what sticks.
How nervous was he, Jenna, on his first day? Talking about him, he's not really here.
I just remember the first read-through, actually. The first read-through was huge, wasn't it? It was a big room full of people. I made an awful joke, actually. I think I said, there was a camera, and he said, "What's that camera?" And I said, "It's live to the report." And I just remember going around the table and you doing the Doctor for the first time. And to be honest, it really didn't take very long. It must have taken about 3 days before you're in it and you're moving so fast and you're getting through so many scenes, so it just kind of flew by.
Perfect. What was the clincher for you, Stephen, regarding Peter taking on the role of the 13th Doctor? That time you took it.
Whatever number he is now, sorry. It was the first thing that came into my head, really, was Peter's, and I was just thinking about it. The more I thought about it, the more right it seemed. But I wondered if everybody else would disagree with me. And I didn't be the only person saying it, so I asked Mark Gatiss, if you made a list, what would your list be? So it made me a very, very big long list, because Mark knows absolutely everybody who's ever acted, and all their names on it, but right at the top was Peter's name. And when we took that name around, everybody else, Brian and Andy, everybody just was very excited about it. So it was a very, very quick casting process. We did get Peter out to audition at my house just for the hell of it. He didn't know he was the only person auditioning. It's the kind of thing you can do when you're drunk.
How was that for you to go to Stephen's house